let's talk about Governor Ron DeSantis, who you work so closely with, of course, have endorsed for president. He's running, of course, for the White House. But there's this new CNN poll that shows the former President Trump beating President Biden by 4 percentage points in a head-to-head matchup. There's also that New York Times Siena College poll that shows Trump beating Biden in 5 of the 6 swing states. So what is Ron DeSantis' path forward?
Well, I don't know that we necessarily believe any poll from CNN, but nonetheless, we are really focused on making sure that we get our message out to Americans across the country, which is why this recent endorsement by Governor Reynolds in Iowa was so important for us. I think she recognizes she did the courageous thing. She could have stayed on the sidelines, but she supported and endorsed Governor DeSantis because she's worked closely with him. She's seen his leadership firsthand when they were dealing with COVID. She's made sure to tell Iowans that she not only supports him, she's committed to caucus for him, and she's going to go around Iowa. She's going to campaign for him. So I think polls, of course, are a snapshot in a moment of time, but what we believe is that the voters will speak loudly, and they'll speak on Election Day, and I believe firmly that they'll support Ron DeSantis.
In Kim Reynolds' endorsement, there was a subtext that she did not feel that Donald Trump could beat Joe Biden. Do you think Donald Trump can beat Joe Biden, especially in light of not only the poll that Carly mentioned, but the recent poll from the New York Times that shows 5 out of 6 swing states going to Donald Trump over Biden with some pretty large margins?
Well, we'll see how those polls continue to flip back and forth. I think that we'll see a lot of ebbs and flows in this campaign. Joe Biden, let's be clear, is a terrible candidate. But we firmly believe, and I think that's why Governor Reynolds also endorsed and believes, that Ron DeSantis is the only individual that can not only deliver success electorally like he did here in Florida, but he has the vision and can serve 2 terms to really unwind all the dangerous policies that Biden has really been spearheading at the border, economically, from the education standpoint. And so Governor DeSantis has shown that Florida can indeed be a model for the rest of the country. He has led. He has really made sure that we've delivered the most conservative, common sense agenda for Floridians, and he wants to do that for Americans throughout the country as well.
Well, this endorsement by Kim Reynolds comes just 2 months until that all-important Iowa caucus. So we'll see. We'll be watching, of course, and we'll see how everything shapes up. Lieutenant Governor, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.